What a handful, Canfolk. I'm 11. I'm with Big Baby Boom.
Yeah.
Honest.
What up?
And
What up?
Genius on the beat.
Yo, what's up?
We are Academy, man, and we just here to inspire, motivate, and most importantly,
Show love.
And y'all no doubt, we showing love to a very, very special guest today. Today we have Rickia, the Diamond Class Princess. Everybody give it up for Rickia, the Diamond Class. First and foremost, this is a mother, so happy Mother's Day, Rickia.
Happy Mother's Day. Yes, happy Mother's Day too, yeah.
How's it been treating you so far? You walking in your glory, you strutting your greatness.
Definitely. It's been great, honestly. I won't say it's been easy, but it's definitely been great, and it's been a journey.
Let me ask you this: as a mother, would you prefer to have Mother's Day to yourself, or would you prefer to have Mother's Day with your children? Would you want your the father to just take the kids and go and do something and let you have your own day?
I preferred to have my daughter. I went and picked her up early this morning.
Okay, no doubt.
Yeah.
Mama new love, baby.
Mama new love.
My mama new love, no doubt.
I understand the kid coming first, bro, for age, really. Like they miss their kid. We can't let our son go anywhere, and she's like, baby, you don't miss Ace. Hell no, miss. But now mama going to get her baby now.
Word, that's fact. Speaking of mamas, man, it's Mother's Day. It's a very special day today. Mother's Day, I think I got the best mama out of everybody. My mama was.
I vouch for you on that, bro.
Bro, I appreciate that, bro.
I mean, I love Candy, but she ain't the best.
I don't know, bro. My mama was really dope, bro. Like my mom, like she used to write poems on our pillows, bro. She did some stuff, bro.
Mama didn't do all that.
You know what I'm saying? Mama did some stuff. Mama made some stuff from scratch. I remember
she whooped my ass though.
Oh no, doubt.
Yeah, indeed. No aim too.
Yes.
Mamas did have the worst aim, bro.
Yeah, mama
they did have the worst aim. They hit
across the earlobe, bro.
She said yours had good aim, bro.
Wet rag. You ever been smacked in the face with a wet rag?
Oh shit,
bro. I have. By mama.
You got that from your thing, but my mama.
But she made sure baby was okay though.
That's facts. That's facts, man. Ain't nothing like a mama, man. I still call mama, still go to. See, my mama still know how to love on you too. You know what I'm saying? I do a whole lot of stuff. I know me. I do a whole lot of stuff that my mama don't condone. But you know what I'm saying? Like every time I come and talk to her, she don't never make me feel guilty about it. Like she'll challenge me because she's supposed to challenge me, and she knows I'm gonna challenge her back and I'm gonna defend myself. But at the end of the day, I do think it's just at the end of the day, it's love, man. She know love. She know how to love you, regardless of what stage you in, regardless of what place in life you are. Mama knows how to give you that love that you need, bro.
Exactly. She know her child, man.
Yeah, indeed.
She know what we need,
and she know who in charge. Like God gonna get him.
Yeah, bro. Mama be the most Bible thumping. Everybody. Yeah. It be your mama that be Bible thumping. She be praying the family through.
God don't get him.
You know.
Facts.
It be the mama though, for real. So y'all check it out. We do got call-ins today. Everybody who's on air right now, we do got call-ins today.
Make sure y'all call in, man.
I pinned the number to the call-ins.
Yes, sir. It's right there, pinned to the top of the line.
Call in, talk to us. If you want to give a shout out to your mom, you can call in. The number is 980-223-4405. 980-223-4405, man. So
what we talking about today?
But I got into it with a lot of people on social media this week.
Me too.
I gotta feel like I was a jerk, bro. I disappointed a lot of women because of my viewpoint to keep it a band. Like I disappointed them because I feel like a lot of women thought highly of me, I guess, and thought like I was conscious and that I was hip to game. Well, I don't know. But then when I started voicing my opinion about the Ayesha situation.
You're wrong.
Yeah, bro. I'm wrong and I'm insecure. And they like, dang, I thought you was woke. I thought you was conscious. Like, damn, y'all can't handle. She was just speaking her truth. Well, damn, you judging me for speaking mine.
Exactly.
Shit at the end of the day, but
she was wrong.
You say she was wrong, bro?
Yeah.
And you know what, bro? At first, I started thinking maybe I shouldn't talk about it because I ain't married. But I mean, hell, I know what I would want if I was married. But then I'm like, okay, I really couldn't wait to get on the show because I'm like, my homies, I know 2 niggas who is married, so I can ask them, bro. The way I feel, how would you feel as married men? I'm gonna give Big Baby Boom and Genius an opportunity to tell
Genius,
like,
go ahead and touch on it, bro.
Genius, how would you feel, bro?
That shit was foul, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I mean, I'm all for women feeling how they gotta feel, but some shit you just gotta think in your head
and not put it out there.
Not put it out there. I mean, your man is on a level. I mean, who else is on Steph Curry's level right now? This man got to answer to that shit every night. Some dumbass reporter gonna ask him about that every night of the playoffs.
Damn, that's facts.
Real, bro.
And her.
I mean, so
legally married.
Facts.
Facts.
Hey, let him know, B. Let him know, B.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
legally. But that's messed up. That'll put a man in a bad mental
place.
mental spot, man.
It do, man. That's how I feel like you gonna put your husband in a state of confusion, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I to feel like you saying, all right, now I was done provided you. I'm a superstar. I done provided you this beautiful home. I understand that you have the responsibility of taking care of our kids because I'm gone a lot of months out of the year. You know what I'm saying? But to say that I'm insecure, and because I'm insecure, I desire compliments from other men.
Right.
Man, what? Like I'm not gonna understand that, bro. Like, with all the women that I debated with this week, that's not what she meant. Like explain. Okay, Rickia, we gotta move. Explain the. I'm not.
my turn.
Do you have that same response? That's not what she meant.
I did. I've said that.
Okay, so tell me what did she mean?
Honestly, I didn't watch the whole interview. I didn't even watch the interview at all. I just seen what was said.
Right.
And how I explained it to my man. I'm like, well, when I'm out, and I done got dressed, I'm out with my girls and we're having fun, and a nigga try to holler at me, and I'm like, I got a man, and he like, damn, he lucky, and I'm like, I know, you feel me? And I walk off, and I'm like, damn, I still got it, you feel me? Like,
so you saying it just feels good to shut down man at the end of the day?
I ain't gonna say shut down, but like to get compliments, like.
But you're not receptive of the compliment because you.
But if a man tell me I look good, thank you, I appreciate it. You look nice as well. You feel me? But then they might be like, can I get your number or some shit like that?
Right.
I got a man. Oh damn, well he looks.
So is he in the wrong for even giving you that compliment if he got a girlfriend?
No, I mean, what's wrong with complimenting?
Okay, that's facts.
But
That's real. That's
real shit. So.
But and I'm very open-minded. You feel me? I don't mind if my man compliment because I might be like, damn, she look good too.
But like, I got a compliment here.
But
I got a comment.
She
here.
married though.
Right, and I ain't married, so
everybody
I don't
trying to
know.
blame it on postpartum.
Your
Man,
like I got a friend right here. She's saying that it's postpartum. She didn't take care of her postpartum. So everybody wants attention in some type of way, sis. And she got a lot of kids back to back. Her hormones are off.
oh, fuck that.
Like, so how are men to understand about your hormones?
I'm not sure how y'all can understand because shit, I don't understand myself.
Like, do your hormones really be off like that?
Yeah.
Or is
Honestly, let me tell you, when I had my daughter, when I had Journey, I struggled with postpartum depression. I didn't know I was depressed until I went to the doctor and they gave me a test. And she was like, well, you have postpartum depression. And I was like, she was like, have you thought about committing suicide or hurting your baby? I'm like, no. She was like, what do you think? She was asking me questions like, what do I think? Like, what's going on at home? And I'm like, nothing. I just felt lonely because my baby daddy wasn't there. So I really felt alone. I felt by myself. I was really sad, like, all the time. Like, I was just sad when I had my baby. When I got home, I didn't know how to sleep with her. I didn't know nothing. I was a new mom. I didn't know nothing at all. All I did was cry. Luckily, my grandma was there to help me, but all I did, was cry. My baby daddy wasn't there. He was
like, how long did it take you to snap out of it, though?
When I went back to work, when my 6 weeks was up and I was able to be around
So
people.
it was just 6 weeks of it.
So you think after how many kids then
She got 3.
Yeah, she got.
When I was able to get back to work, it was okay. I was able to be around people, and
But
after
you
I
was
had
dealing with a
journeys,
sense of abandonment, right? Like you felt abandoned. That's why you felt like you was going through that. Because you said your baby daddy wasn't there. You was on. You was
that
by
might have
yourself.
been. But I mean, when I took my test and stuff, she was like, it was postpartum depression. So that's what I took it as. I was like, well, you know, I don't know. So that's what I took it as.
Just roll
So
with it.
so you feel like she's just done had a 10-year run of postpartum depression because they've been together. I mean, they've been together for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I completely understand the postpartum
What?
depression stuff and all that stuff.
Right.
My issue wasn't really with her feelings. I mean, you got your feelings. Your feelings
Right.
are your feelings. I can't tell you
She shouldn't
you
have said
can't
it
feel
out.
that way.
That's how I feel. That
But
should have been
The,
published.
Yeah.
the marriage, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
Yes.
something you consider before you open your mouth. I don't care where you at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like women, stay talking this shit about don't be out here having me look stupid. Don't be out here making me look stupid. And that's exactly what she did. She makes her husband look like a fucking bozo at the end of the day. Like, you do not
Not
make
a
your
clown.
woman happy. Yeah, she makes him look like a clown.
Yeah,
Keeping it
for
whole
real,
fuck.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here having me look. You can have your feelings, but at the end of the day, if you married, your issues are my issues if I'm
Right.
your husband.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't be going and talking about this issue until it's settled within the marriage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I
you
think
shouldn't
that was
even
my issue
smoke.
too, bro. It was some things should being a married man. Some things shouldn't be publicized.
Facts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my
Like that comment shouldn't have been publicized because,
Right.
like you say, now I'm questioning myself as a husband.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean by that? What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
and then luckily that didn't come out on the game day, so that shit
Yeah.
could have came out at halftime. Then Steph getting finished with the game got an
Yeah,
answer.
and he got an
Like, what the
answer. He
fuck
don't
you
even know where the
talking
fuck he
about?
coming from,
I
right?
mean,
That's facts.
I gotta go home and deal with this. But Deidre say, she said that.
Tell Deidre to call in.
Yeah, call in. Deidre talking about, yeah, she said shit real. She said man never. She said man will never understand because she say as women y'all don't understand yourself. So how a man gonna
Yeah,
understand?
that's facts.
that's true.
That's facts. That's facts.
I got a female on mine that says she agrees. What you saying you agree with, Kiara?
Yeah, hell yeah, top up stack. Or call in.
Yeah,
man.
call in. Call in.
We got
980-223-4405.
They scared of being
So it's
on
just that everybody wants some attention.
Nah, bro, because I did, like, you know, I got into an argument with a bunch of women because, like I said, like, I felt like I disappointed some people. So I did a survey. I'm like, all right, so y'all got this whole consensus about how y'all supposed to feel. So let me ask these easy questions to see if these answers come back and it's reflective like y'all saying
Right.
it is. But it wasn't reflective like they
Then
were
they gotta
saying
give you
it
an
is.
explanation.
They're just as polarized inside of their gender as we are within this. Oh, we got to call them as we are within this topic. Hello. Welcome to Academy on there. Who am I speaking with?
Man, fuck Ice Security.
I knew this. Bro, why you say that?
Bro,
Why you say that?
bro?
And for y'all that don't know, this my man Dane Blackwell on the line. Why you say that, bro?
Why you say that?
Nah, she was wrong. I was Josh, man. She was wrong to me. You know, I try to understand this. Me and the lady, we've had several heated debates about it,
Right.
and I try to understand every angle that you know she was coming from, and I just can't get it. You know what I mean? I just don't understand it. at all.
Me either, Dave.
We don't understand it either. But we want a woman, can a lady, anybody who's live right now, that think, because they saying men just don't understand. My comeback with that is, can you explain it? Because if you can't explain it, you don't understand.
Yeah,
either.
they saying that's not
Right.
what she meant. Y'all
What
just don't
did
understand.
she
But they
mean?
never give me an explanation about
Like,
what she meant.
What is it that she in fact meant, bro?
That's not
So,
exactly what she. Well, what did she mean, man?
Dang, bro, we appreciate you calling in, bro. Thank you, bro. That's real
Oh, yeah.
shit. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
That's
Yes,
facts,
sir.
man. Like, what can somebody tell us?
So, ladies, can somebody tell us what she meant?
Can you tell us, Rickia, what she meant?
I done told you.
What did she mean?
What did she mean?
She just wants attention, you know. Like I said, getting compliments really feel good, especially after you done had 3 kids. I mean, it's certain things that you do get insecure about.
But what if your man is complimenting you daily?
Oh yeah, because
Right.
here's my thing. Like, she's made this clear. She's also said in an interview. Here's my thing. She's also said in the interview that they put their relationship before their kids, and they'll send the kids with the parents so that they can go on these vacations every year after playoffs by themselves, so they can be in love and they can have that romance within their marriage. She said it on plenty of occasions in interviews that they do that. So I'm like, if you still doing all of that as a man, you still ain't like your compliments, your vacations, you taking her out yearly, y'all just going out to Dubai and shit. That still ain't enough. You still gotta think about another nigga. Her wanting attention from another nigga.
One time I paused because I ain't know all of that.
He ain't.
I told you I ain't see the interview.
But you have to follow the story to know like all those ins and outs. But yeah, like they do go on vacations and they do like send the kids with the parents, you know what I'm saying, so that they can have their time. And she's even said that they put their relationship first.
Right.
Shit, Ayesha, I don't know what to tell you, baby.
Yeah, because the women on my live is also saying, this one says, I agree with something. I agree something should be handled first in the marriage. I believe that was embarrassing for him.
We got another caller. Yeah, they calling me.
I hope this is a female.
Welcome to Academy on there. Who am I speaking with?
Hello, this is Nika Marshall.
Hey,
Nika Marshall on the line. Shout out Nika Marshall.
Hey, it's good. Thank you for calling in. Can you explain this stuff, maybe?
Well, I just feel like, she was being real, and I don't understand why people don't understand that women are vulnerable, and, just because you got a man and because your man give you attention, especially in that type of lifestyle that they're in, to see on a wider scale so many people go crazy over him, it's hard, even when you don't want to not be envious of your husband or whoever you're with. You want that kind of attention too. Don't mean you want, to be with anybody else, but that's depressing to just be on the backside all the time.
Man, that's an issue with yourself, though.
I feel you, Nika, though. I feel you.
That's
and I think the problem is us. We making it bigger than. I mean, she publicized it, but
that's my only issue with it, bro.
I think that's the only issue.
That's my only issue.
So you feel like we all,
should
in her position, that we all would go through that same type of
like,
issue.
we want a real solution.
So if your girl was getting mad attention.
I'm glad she publicized it because it's a real issue. And people think that all these people are supposed to be perfect and they're supposed to walk in the shadow of their man, especially when they're athletes and stuff like that, or that you're supposed to stay silent. You can say how you feel. And I felt like it was real and it comes from a sincere place, and you don't realize there's a lot of women that feel that way.
But is that like a sense of jealousy though, or
I think
envy?
Yeah, is that
my issue ain't with that she feels that way. My issue ain't with. I mean, you right. Like she can have her feelings. I agree 100%. But I think women are like. A man can't have his woman out here looking stupid. A man can't go out, like if a man is depressed or if a man still want to know if he got the juice. If he wants to know, I don't know if I still got it.
Yeah,
his side of the game is that he goes out on the hunt. So he can't go out here and giving out compliments and saying, damn girl, you look good. Just to see if he still got it, because that's making his girl look stupid. And she gonna be like, don't be out here making me look stupid.
And she don't want that attention from somebody else's man. She
Right.
just want to know that she's getting it from men. Like
So if
still popping.
So nigga, if your man be like, your man says, like, baby, yeah, my baby, she complimented me at home, but I still need the compliments of some other man to make me feel validated. Like, how are you supposed to feel? Like, your man tell us.
I don't feel it's true validation because I feel like she's comfortable with who she is, but socially, and she just wants to know that she's popping, and a lot of women are like that, right? Wrong.
So okay, that's
real.
That's a good statement. Is that the only way to know that you're popping? Because she got 2.9 million followers on Instagram. She got a cookbook. She got her little YouTube channel. Is the only way you know you popping is from advances from the opposite sex?
All of that stuff is just media. She got that stuff because she's famous.
But is that not also validation that I'm popping?
You know that you still got the juice, like you
no,
said.
But like the opposite sex is desiring your.
Anybody. Of course, whoever you with thinks you got the juice. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, it's just something that you want to be secure of knowing. Because guess what? If you got the juice and other people are feeling like you got the juice and they giving you that attention, then your man ain't gonna get no attention from nobody else. He gonna have your attention because you still got it. And it's not wrong to me for her to want to know that and to not feel that way. And I really feel like, of course she has the juice, she's beautiful, but I feel like it's out of respect for him is the reason she don't get that attention. It's so many people respect him on a higher level that, you know, that they don't envy her and they don't go after her.
But could it be that they respect that man as a stand-up guy? Like, I don't want to disrespect their relationship because their relationship seems like it's no issues inside their relationship. So, out of respect for their relationship, I'm not going to holler at his wife.
That's exactly why.
She want niggas to disrespect her
But she
marriage.
want them to disrespect her relationship.
Because if you keep it a whole buck, if I talk to you knowing you married, my desires are fleshly. Like, I want you. Like, that ain't me just giving you, like, compliments.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, out of respect for, like, because that's the game. If you married you off the market, out of respect, I'm not even going to make no advance. So if I'm making an advance, that's a show
it ain't so
that
much
I don't
making
care.
advances. You know when you got somebody attention. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even. It's more
said
of a
she want, like, in
mindfuck
they
type of thing,
DMs.
or
Niggas
it's a
ain't
visual
sliding in the
type of,
DMs.
oh yeah, they checking me out type of thing. It ain't so much as she wants people to run up to her and be like, hey, I'm sliding in your DM or nothing like that.
But I look at it like this. So
she's not at peace with. She just feels empty, and it's normal. I think.
But tell me this though, like if your spouse is all right, so you're doing the right things as a husband. You know what I'm saying? You're saying the right things to her, but she still feels that ain't enough. That she needs the validation from another man to make her feel secure within herself, right? Is that not like?
I don't feel like that's what she's saying.
But I'm saying, do you feel like with compliments, do that plant seed? Does that plant seeds in a woman's mind though? You know what I'm saying? Like you planting seeds. Like okay, say my husband begins not to act right, but this other man told me over here I'm beautiful, and my husband not telling me daily that I'm beautiful. Now the seed has been planted in your mind. Well, he thought I was beautiful, and so now you're gonna begin to entertain the thought of this other man.
Supposedly.
I don't believe that.
Man, what?
I don't feel like, and he even respects her to know he's not lacking at all.
Man, he came to the rescue of his wife because he didn't want the drama from the media.
I think socially, she feels vulnerable. She feels like she's not accepted as a beautiful woman socially, and I think she wants that.
So I think where all this came from is my boy Dame said I seen a post where dude was calling her ugly, and several people were agreeing, dissing her figure and appearance, which only goes to show only her husband's opinion should matter because he sees something in her that nobody else sees.
Ooh, that's right, boy. That's poetic. Boy, read that again. I wish I had a little bomb drop.
It said I seen the post where dude was calling her ugly, and several people were agreeing, dissing her figure and appearance, which only goes to show that only her husband's opinion should matter. Because he sees something in her that nobody else sees.
There's going to be just as many dudes out here who don't like her, calling her ugly with a fat face and a bad figure.
But you know with the social life, especially the lifestyle, the limelight that she's in, you got to be able to handle that type of pressure because you know people is going to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but my only comment was that, she's vulnerable. She's a woman. We are vulnerable. It don't matter who we with. To be honest with you, I mean that's just the truth.
Okay,
and
let me ask you this:
there's nothing wrong with her expressing herself and expressing how a lot of women feel.
Okay, that's a whole fact. And let me ask you this: if it is okay for her to feel how she feels and express herself how she feels, okay, it's okay for women to express themselves how they feel and to also say that we just don't understand y'all. Is it also okay for us to feel how we feel about y'all doing certain things? Like,
yeah, of course.
Because that's where I'm lost.
It's fine for you guys to feel some type of way
that's,
about it too.
That's where I'm lost.
I'm going to give you another example with guys. My man, he be clean. I mean, but he take his time, like meticulous about his appearance. He ain't doing that for me. He want people to look at him, and it don't bother me because I know he looks nice. You know what I'm saying? He feels good about it. So
no, I'm more so mean like
guys should have.
I'm also mean like it's an obvious insecurity. Okay, can you repeat it? It's an obvious insecurity. So should the man be expected to co-sign the insecurity just because he knows she has it and that's what women deal with? Or should
No,
he?
I don't feel like he should.
So our problem
but I
with
think
it,
he should.
the problem
He's
that
somewhere better than anybody. He
Right.
should understand where it's coming from.
Okay.
I don't think she
That's
knows
all.
where it's coming from. She's not sure where it's coming from. She just said she just doesn't feel. She don't know where it's coming from. So how's he gonna know where it's coming from?
Because he knows, I would assume he knows her better than anybody. You know, like,
Not better
I
than
can
she
see
know
insecurities
herself.
in my man.
Oh,
he
he-
can see insecurities in me that I don't see. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like he already knew this. I don't feel like it was new to him.
I
Okay.
don't know.
Well, if he already knew that, then that's cool. I just felt like her saying that made that nigga look like a bozo. You know what I'm saying? Women don't want us out here making them look stupid. Yeah, you feel the way you feel. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? It's okay to feel the way you feel. But when you say it in front of a million people,
Yeah.
your significant other looks inadequate. And you
I
do feel the way you
I
feel, but
y'all's perspective, but I do feel like he's secure in himself enough to not be worried about that.
Yes,
I
because
just
it's
don't feel like it was an insecurity.
but we making that's speculation. That's speculation, and we got men that's saying that what hurt us. We got men that's saying that would make us feel some type of way. But then you got women saying, nah, he's just secure enough. But y'all, that's speculation in itself because you have a group of men. That's why I'm saying, do the men's feelings matter? Because we're out here telling women this is how stuff like that make us feel. But then in return, y'all saying, no, that's just a different type of nigga. He ain't like y'all. He's different.
I just feel like some people are stronger than others. You know, I mean,
Okay.
some women are more insecure and not as strong as well. You know, I think it just depends on the person. But
She
it's not-
insecure in a
I mean,
relationship.
it's
He
okay
probably
for
is too.
You not a man not to agree with that. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for y'all to feel like, nah, I don't want my woman doing that. You just depend on the type of man or woman that you are.
and I think it depends on the relationship too. I mean, because if you
Yeah,
married,
that too. It's true.
if you married, I think that's where shit switch at whenever you married.
And see, I can't speak for that because I'm not married. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I feel like if I was, I'm not that's not very much of my opinions about that ain't gonna change too much. You know what I'm saying? Because I know who I am and I'm secure with who I am. So if I know about my vulnerabilities and I know some of the insecurities I have in myself, and I feel like I'll still have those, married or not.
So
Okay, so whose job is it for her to handle those insecurities? Should she just continue to expect niggas to jump in her DMs, or since we've established that that's an insecurity,
That's my
whose job is it for her to fix that insecurity, or is it okay for her to continue feeling like this?
It really, to be honest with you, is hers.
It's her.
You know, she has to change
That's
about the
my
way
point.
she feels about herself.
All right.
Exactly.
Her self-esteem has to be raised to where that's not an issue for her. That does not bother her. You know what I'm saying? He can't fix that because he's probably giving her all the attention he can. You know,
That's
you got to
fast.
find out what's wrong with her within herself.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for calling in, Nika.
Oh, yeah,
we
most
appreciate that
definitely.
conversation.
Absolutely.
Hey, you helped us out. We needed that.
Yes.
You sure enough came through. We
I wish we
needed
had
that.
like a little.
Well, but when you coming through on the show though, now we reached out to you, Nika.
Oh yeah, we reached out.
We
You
reached
called
out.
us.
You
can't
ain't
come in on the show.
responded though.
I'm gonna finish watching the show though. Y'all keep.
Oh man,
Nigga coming on the show, man.
Oh yeah.
Quit playing. That did give me. I understand. Like, I ain't saying that she can't feel the way she feels. She feel the way she feels for whatever reason she feels that way. My only issue was that we were kind of like okay in insecurity. Like, okay, she feels that way. Yes, she does feel that way. And everybody, but let's just all admit that is an insecurity. And when you have an insecurity, it is your job to fix it yourself.
Exactly.
But when you're married and you have an insecurity, your issues become my issues.
exactly.
So y'all gotta fix it themselves. And I think BJ's making a good point when Honest is making a good point when he like we making it hotter than it's supposed to be because they're supposed to fix it. Period. I think
So while we mad at everybody else that's saying like her comment was wrong, and it's her insecurity. She got to fix that herself.
That's right.
Like your comment was still out of order. That's you dealing with issues. That ain't
Yeah,
got to do with your husband.
Her comment.
Yeah, like your comment was just out of order.
Her comment was her comment till she said it on the show. Then it became
Put it up for debate.
Yeah,
our comment.
I'm telling you, watching that interview, Jada them came to her rescue quick.
Oh,
People
yeah.
don't notice that.
Yes.
Like, you ain't on the radar.
They rescue her quick because if you would continue to let her ramble,
Oh boy.
she's gonna make this a deeper situation.
So she's gonna talk herself into a hole,
Bro.
bro.
That's why I think we just need to let.
Like,
If we care anything about the Currys, just leave it alone.
Just leave it alone.
Let them.
Let them
Let
handle
them
it.
be the carrier.
And he came to the rescue of his wife
Yeah, he did.
because he didn't need that drama this summer from. You know what I'm saying? So he did the right thing.
Yeah, I think he did do the right thing. As far as, like, coming back for her. Like, what else do you do as a husband?
Right.
Like, you don't cause any more stuff.
Right.
Like, of course you come to, that's your job as a provider and protector.
It's like
but-
he showed her this is how it's supposed to be did. I'm gonna come to your rescue, but we gonna handle this at home. Though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely been discussed.
We about to
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about this
Because he
Yeah.
ain't really talk about the content of what she said. What he talked about was it's okay for her to feel her feelings and to speak her truth.
Exactly.
And
Call
man,
in,
no
talk
doubt.
to us.
Yeah, man, call in.
980-223-4405.
We got another really hot topic though, man. Before we start this interview, we got another really hot topic.
Uh-oh.
I was talking to Big Baby Boom about like gender roles and how Big Baby Boom feels that we should go back to the old timey gender roles. He feel like that'll be more efficient.
I feel like that's what's going on in today's time, man. Like we was talking about, I was even talking to my mom and my mom them today, and like figuring out like our new generation. Like we're like it's different now. You know what I'm saying? Like I was talking to Tevin last week.
Yeah.
And I was watching comments and different things throughout the week. Like, all right,
We got a call.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Welcome to Academy on there. Who am I speaking with?
Come on in.
Hold up, bro. Hold up. Hey, tell him to call back, bro. Whoever that was, call right back.
Call back.
Call back, bro. We got like 2 calls.
But yeah, no, I was talking about like far as the gender roles, man. It seems like we live in a society now where it's like a 50-50 type of thing.
All right.
I guess like, and it's different though. Like men aren't the men that they were back then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Men aren't willing to go out here and cut grass. I'm gonna change the oil today, and I'm gonna go out here and farm the garden and come. Like men ain't built like that either. So we weaken ourselves, but then at the same time, like women are not willing to. I'm not coming home to clean the house, cook, and put the baby to sleep. I'm not doing all that. Like nigga, you gonna help me? You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how we operate today, man. And I can understand it too, because men aren't the same either. You know what I'm saying? We're not sacrificing as much as we did in the past. We're not doing what our grandpas did either.
Right.
But at the same time, I feel like we still gotta get back to the point where we all learn to play our role. Like I just feel like Tevin saying like you want man to tap into the feminism, but I feel
he be arguing with me with that.
yeah, like I just feel
He
like God has designed man to be a masculine figure, and I feel like that's what's happening in today's society, that they are trying to feminize our man, making us less masculine and playing our role the way that it needs to be playing. And so without you being less masculine, it's playing an effect on the next generation.
And I think when I say feminine, Caesar think I mean gay.
But I just feel like when you tap with it, though, that spirit
mean
can catch
gay.
you,
Like
bro.
I mean things that exercises your lunar energy or your right brain, I guess. So like, and sometimes
Like give me a description. Like what would you say? Like when you saying feminine, like where?
Your
Give me some
feminine-
examples of some things that would be considered as
anything we
feminine.
would call gay that ain't really gay, bro.
All right.
You
Or
know
it's
what I'm
like
saying?
cleaning up.
Like cleaning up,
Putting lotion on.
or
that
putting
way
lotion on,
besides-
caring about your
besides
skin.
your hand.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Caring about your complexion, caring about how you smell. You know what I'm saying? Just like,
But should we put that under like feminine category though, or that's just like what society has considered as feminine?
I mean,
All of it is society.
yeah, really, all the words.
Everything we put a label on a boy or
Call
girl
back, Sean.
is society. Is what we learn from society. It's
Yeah.
not. If we thinking about the spirit.
I don't know.
I
started wearing lotion because it wasn't because I was trying to be feminine. It because the niggas be like, nigga, you ashy. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I be more so talking about when I talk about go feminine, I ain't talking about act like a woman. I'm talking about find balance within yourself. Understand that you are too masculine because you've been raised in that extreme. And by yourself, you are out of balance by yourself. That's why you yearn for a woman so much, because you're so out of balance. But when you
that's how I feel. But I feel like the woman coming into your life will bring you that balance.
The thing is, we can't keep up. I feel like men are behind because women have been forced to explore their right, have been forced to explore their masculine, so they getting their heads up on us because they don't need us as much as we need them. As soon as we start to go back and balance within ourselves.
But I feel like that's the agenda that they're trying to set before us, that they trying to program the black woman mostly.
There's no doubt it is the black woman.
Trying to feel like they're independent. I don't need the man anymore, but the man is definitely needed for the structure and order of our community. Like I'm telling you, I work in a privileged school, you know what I'm saying, predominantly white, and what I've noticed that most of the moms there are stay-at-home moms. You know what I'm saying? The man is still taking care of home. Woman's at home going grocery shopping, go see about my kid during the day. I'm gonna do the shop, do what needs to be done around the house. But in our community, it ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Now we're programming our women to believe, I don't need that nigga, ain't no good. I don't need him.
I think it's definitely. I agree with you that it's definitely like a plot. I think and it's a product of the plot against us. But bro, I think at this point we can't go back. I think at this point we got to figure out how we can do this shit balanced, because we have examples of it being done balanced. We call those power couples, when two black people who are ambitious and on their shit get together. Ain't nobody really playing a gender role. They just doing their own thing. We call them power couples because black people have had to adapt to so many things, because there are a lot of things that's put up against us. But there's so many things that has created those gender roles or those lack of gender roles that, if we really going back, bro, you got to think about what put us in those gender roles too, like mass incarceration. You know what I'm saying? Us being thrown into jail. That's one reason why black men ain't as present in the house, because they're throwing us in jail. You know what I'm saying? So if we really gonna go back, like, how we gonna recorrect that? So I think at this point we got to figure out.
That made the black woman stronger. We can't deny that. So, and she did have to reach on.
Because I feel like it does a lot of damage. Like you live in the house. Because I grew up in that same predicament, bro. My pops were locked up. You know what I'm saying? Single mom home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a product of their environment, bro. And I seen, like, even when the father gets out of jail, you have taken years from him that he's trying to catch up to. Right. You know what I'm saying? Then a lot of times it's going to lead to cheating. I didn't get this woman because I was this. And you know what I'm saying? You're trying to get those years back. Right. And you know what I'm saying? And then I seen some that go in early years and they come out, they still children at mine. You know what I'm saying? As fathers, and they still fathers. Right. So that just, you know what I'm saying, how it does damage to our community overall. That's all I'm saying. Like, it messes up
I think that was a plot to do damage, but I think as black people, we just overcome regardless.
Everything. We figure out a way to finesse everything, which is why we got power couples.
No matter what the plot is.
That's true. I agree with that.
We gonna finesse regardless. So the woman reaching over to her right side to overcome that the black man not being in the house.
But I just want to shine light. I just want to still shine light to the situation that it is, though. Like, I don't think a lot of people in the community don't realize what has happened to us over time. You know what I'm saying?
I think we're scared of it.
I just think a lot of people just not aware of it. Like, they don't understand, like, your father getting taken out of your life, going to prison. Like, you seen situations growing up to where, like, I was talking to my mom today. I seen situations where your dad get locked up for selling drugs. While your dad locked up, the mama end up getting on crack. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now the kid is forced to raise he doesn't have any really type of support. Grandma tried to step in. Kid is messed up mentally because that's traumatic to have both of your parents gone from you. Right. And no support. So now you got kids that's gonna adapt to the streets, learn from the streets, because now he just feel he's an angry individual. You know what I'm saying? I can't go to school and focus. And then they go through life like, you don't know my life. My mama and daddy were locked up. My mama on crack, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I had to raise my brothers and sisters. Like, you dealing with damaged individuals, and this is common in our community.
Bro, what's the way back? Do you think there's a way back, bro? What's the solution? Like, what's the point of awareness without like a solution?
That's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
they dug the hole deep. Like, we're in too deep now.
I don't think so, bro. I think we find a balance, bro. I think the job is.
We are. Bro.
I think that's what I think that. Yes, they done plotted it. They plotted like this, and we're out of balance. Okay, they pushed the women and made the women explore their right. You know what I'm saying? So we're out of balance. The women don't need us as much. That's why I say, black men, go and explore your left. So now you're putting yourself back on an even pedestal with that woman who's had to explore her right. She's had to be forced to do it because black women are raised to attract men but to not need men, and then black men are raised to need a woman. Basically, you know what I'm saying? So when we grow up, it is our duty to not need the woman so we can value the woman. Because so long as you need the woman, you're obliged to her. Or you feel like
should we as black men just welcome the feminine nature back into our lives though? Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the woman is to just be that feminine energy that you need, or that brings you to balance. Because I feel like when I got married, that's what happened. Like, my wife brought me the balance that I needed. Because of her feminine energy.
I've been on my own, so what was I supposed to do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been on.
You better go get your woman.
But no, bro. Like, for what? Just
you better go find the right one though.
But just like that's to me, that's lacking as a man. Like, and when I
because they possess a certain women possess a certain energy and a certain. They're just good in certain areas to where we're not.
Like what?
I think out of all of it, you'd be selling yourself short to not even. To not even want to transcend to the other side of it.
I feel like women are more patient.
That's because they're more intuitive because they've been trained that way, bro. They're only more that because they are raised in the extreme. When you balance yourself, they're no longer more that. When you balance yourself, they ain't no longer more intuitive.
What do you feel? I need the woman's perspective.
So, as a child growing up, my grandmother, and my grandfather raised me. My grandfather definitely instilled in my head, when you get older, you make sure you do this or you do that. You don't need a man for nothing. You don't depend on no man for nothing. He definitely instilled that in my head. Right. Honestly,
we need to be instilling the same thing into men's head because we, at that point, every black woman is raised like that. At that point, we can't compete, bro. They got all the leverage. They're raised from, like, even her daddy saying that. Don't need a man.
Right.
Even her grandpa is saying that.
I agree with that, but it's like sometimes from a spiritual standpoint, sometimes, like a woman, they complete you in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain things that man, it's just the nature of man and the nature of woman, bro. We two just totally in, but they have certain things, like, we, as a man, like they're saying that they need the attention, right? Like with the Ayesha Carey situation. She said that they need attention.
But a lot of women are out of balance. That's because they're out of balance themselves. If they were more logical and balanced themselves, they would understand why we don't get that.
But what if it was just natural that a woman requires that attention? She needs that. And then where as a man, but think about it from a man's standpoint, we actually, and I'm speaking from a man needs nurturing, bro. We have to be. We need them pats on the backs. We need the like the man has to feel appreciated. We might not need the attention, but we need to feel
that, bro. I've been single for 2 years, bro, and I like me more now. Like I feel like I am more myself. I feel like I'm like you said, when I was forced to understand my own emotions because I felt emotionally abandoned, when I was forced to cook for myself, when I was forced to clean up after myself, when I was forced to take care of myself when I was sick, when I was forced to do all of that stuff that I was scared to do that I thought a woman was supposed to do, like when I was forced into doing that shit was liberating. Right. You know what I'm saying? And now women can't hold that over my head as the bargain for my loyalty, or as the bargain for some bullshit that's gonna make me emasculate myself. I'm even more masculine now because I'm balanced. Because now I won't emasculate myself to get that feminine. I got that feminine myself. You know what I'm saying? So now, like, a lot of women, they get that vibe from me, like, what can I offer you? I ain't got nothing to give you.
Right. But it's the same.
I'm like,
it's something that she can give you though.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? The
We
soft.
we can't be that soft, man.
Yeah, we can't be that soft.
And that's what
That's why I said that's the nurturing part of. They make you. They make that. They ease that masculinity a little bit. Like let's caress it, baby. Like baby, you been going hard, baby. You been doing your thing. Like, hey, now, come on, baby, come over here. Let me rub your feet for you, cause you. Like if we went just hard masculinity all the time, we like
that's why you got balance.
That's why I said the women ask that balance too. They give us that feminine energy that we need because they like we can't really give it to ourselves because we're not designed that way. The woman brings that balance.
I disagree.
The woman brings that balance though.
When you are unbalanced, she does. Yes, but there's been men who are single and being men who single for years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yes, a woman brings that balance to an unbalanced man. A man who is just masculine. She does give him. She is what I call an oracle. He taps into her to understand emotional, to understand softness. But just like there's women out here who say they don't need men because they've been able to tap into their logic. Like that's they've been forced into doing that. So it ain't about the makeup. It's about the training. At the end of the day, we're trained we're trained to be dependent. They're not trained, and I think Rickia just proved that like they're not trained to be dependent on us. So why are we training ourselves to be dependent on them?
I ain't saying we've been dependent on them. I just feel like they bring a piece to your life that brings.
Well, I got more peace now, boy, than I ever.
I can understand that though. Like some women gonna stress you out though.
Bro.
Like
no, but like even like my best girlfriends, bro, and I done been in love. Like and I'm still crazy about my ex. Like she's still the dopest person I ever met in my life, bro. You know what I'm saying? And she can still call me and I'll pick up, boom, just like that. But knowing that my balance is due to me and not somebody else. If I'm so much more at peace to know that she ain't my balance. Yeah, I appreciate when she called in, but she ain't my balance.
So what factor would a woman play to you in your life, right?
I think that's why I'm in limbo at this point. That's why I'm single, and that's why I'm still single because I have balanced myself to the point to where it's like, and women see that when they get involved with me, they're like, damn, like all I can really do is fuck him. So that's really all he need, and this a softness to hold on to. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go back. Like, I ain't trying to go back masculine because I felt like I was in this situation because my heart was broke. And I felt emotionally abandoned. This was a survival tactic for me. Same way women feel when they get their heart broke. You know what I'm saying? I felt the same way.
Point now, though, bro, because there's a catalyst that's done that we done created. Like to become, I guess that strong.
Yeah.
It blocks you from being vulnerable to the to your.
That's facts, bro. That's not like, bro. Give me that game, bro. Give me that game. Give me that game, because it is like another way of preventing yourself from having to be vulnerable.
Yeah, but
balancing yourself.
Seeking love, then are you going like the opposite way? Cause you creating a I guess a security in yourself to where you're not even vulnerable to.
You're not allowing the woman to be what she needs to be in your life, though, bro.
But see, that's the thing, need, bro. You throw that, I don't know.
You need that woman, bro. He didn't create her for no reason, bro.
I ain't gonna say he did that now. And he do want us to grow. He want us to be the best we could be. I don't know, man.
I think
it's all in perspective. Bro. Like
it should be two balanced beings. I should find another balanced being.
Right.
But I mean,
two out of balance people will work with each other.
It might be something in you that she needs, and then it's a piece of her. But
you out of balance person, bro. That might be it. You just be balanced as fuck, and she be
out of balance. No, sir.
We all out of balance, bro. But you talking about we need that means you're out of balance. If you're to an extreme,
I ain't gonna say we out of balance. It's just as an individual, we need certain things to help us grow even more. So you know what I mean? Like
I agree.
Like even with me, like. I was the only child. I was a more selfish individual. I feel like going into it, you have to examine yourself. You got to know your weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? As a man, we all have weaknesses. We all have characteristics that we feel that could be better. And sometimes that woman just brings that. Like my wife taught me to be more thoughtful. I'm still selfish. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But I was the only child. But through being with her, it taught me to be more thoughtful. I'm more optimistic because I was just a realist. Like CJ there would say, like CJ, it ain't what you say, it's
See,
how
bro,
you say it.
I
You
feel
know
like
what I'm
that's
saying?
just unbalanced, bro. Like if you're a pessimist, then you're unbalanced.
I ain't gonna say I'm unbalanced.
If you're a pessimist, that's what that word means. Like you're a pessimist, then you think your cup is half empty. But you don't need a woman to create balance. A woman does. No,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. A woman will create balance.
Right.
But enough studying of yourself will also create balance.
But do you feel like you got to just put yourself in them? Like I feel like what you're saying, you like your mind state is, I don't need the woman to do that, and I'm not gonna allow the woman into. So it's feel like you putting up a wall to block this woman from could make your life a little easy.
No, I think
it's a wall to block the ones that ain't worthy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. The ones that ain't worth.
Yeah.
But
But
I'm
I
saying
feel like that's what women doing. They becoming more logical and more strong to put up a wall to block. Because if you hear, like, just think about the climate of society now, bro. Women think they're well, I ain't gonna say think, believe and rightfully believe. Mm-hmm. They're the gift. They're the prize. Mm-hmm. So they set the standard of what man they accept for their glory.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they already put themselves on the pedestal like they better because they've been raised to not need us.
To be a princess.
You know what I'm saying? Like they raised to not need us.
Right.
So if nigga, I'm doing you a favor at the end of the day if I accept you into my life. If you my man, I'm doing you a favor. So we already playing catch up, but when we balance ourselves,
I feel like you have to tell a woman that though, because a woman ain't built like a man. Like a man is more sure of themselves. Like Ayesha Carey is proving that a man is more sure. She's not sure of herself. You know what I'm saying? A man is like, whether a woman hitting on me, if a man feel like he the shit. We know a lot of lame niggas that be like, that nigga lame, but in his mind, like, nigga, I'm fly and I'm the shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's women like that too.
I think it's women like that too.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
So
all
that's
about balance, bro.
But I feel like you can't tell a woman to you can't go through life telling like you need a man. Like, no, you don't want that for your daughter though.
But why would you want that for your son?
Right.
But
we don't.
But that's what we tell them.
Because
when a man finds a wife, he finds a what?
A good thing. But
that don't say when a woman finds
the Bible also say that the man is the head. So we go through life knowing that we are a authoritative figure. You know what I'm saying? So a woman's not taught that. She's taught to be submissive all the time, but you can't tell
how you gonna teach them to be submissive and teach them to not need us, to be independent.
That ain't how God designed it. A woman is able to be submissive to where a man is not designed to be a submissive being, bro. I feel like God designed a woman to be more submissive.
I don't think we should go back though. To create that submissive woman.
No. You don't want to walk on her neck. Just because she's being submissive don't mean like you're dominating her.
Right.
I feel like at the state we're in currently, going back, it would be foolish. Like at the state we're in currently, we don't want to make the woman regress.
No,
I don't think she's regressing. So
to tell the woman you act too much like the man, like you don't learn too many survival tactics. You know what I'm saying? You need to lower yourself. You need to become a little more dependent on the man. But I think
that's all perspective. Do you feel like she's lowering herself because she's been just because she's going back to what grandmas did in our eyes back in the day?
And a lot of them, bro, a lot of grandmas dealt with what they dealt with because women ain't had the same opportunities. Like a lot of grandmas cooked grits because that's all they could do was cook grits. Right. They couldn't go out here and start their own business. They couldn't go out here and get the same job as the man. They couldn't be as ambitious. They ain't have those avenues. You know what I'm saying? So I think because if you really go back past American history, go prehistoric, women was running shit. They always been warriors. They always led armies and shit like that. Like that ain't new for the woman to be masculine. That ain't something new. It's something new in America, but historically, like in Africa, women had armies and
they were queens.
Yeah, so like they
queens sat on the throne.
Yeah, they ran empires.
They got your orders.
Empires.
You know what I'm saying? They talked it. Yeah.
All that they had balance, bro. They was logical just like men. Ran a military just like a man. Was the commander just like a man. Governors just like the man. Because they was in balance.
Was the man the head? Or was that symbolic or something?
I just think our nature, bro. I don't feel like we've been taught. Like some things we've been taught. You know what I'm saying?
No, the man is not the head.
Nah, the man is the head, bro. In my eyes, I just feel like
how we correlate that with the women being queens back in the day.
Woman, but see, think about the position of a queen, though. Like even think about playing chess, right? oftentimes you don't put your queen out there early.
But your queen is the most powerful.
The
Your
most
queen
powerful on the
can
board.
do the most things.
Exactly. But she still, what was her role in chess? She's still protecting
the king, yeah.
Because the king
But
says,
ain't that the king? But theoretically, ain't it the man's job to protect the woman? Theoretically.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
We got the whole game fucked up.
right? Dog.
Whistle.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we supposed to be. But in chess, the woman the queen can do anything.
But I just feel like she's the
Anything.
more powerful being. But that's why I feel like God gave us the queen to protect us from
So
ourselves.
I feel like the only reason why we have these terms, king, queen, male, female, boy, girl, is because we have become unbalanced. Because when you are balanced, it ain't no gender. It ain't no separation. Like, we're saying stuff is feminine because we characterize it and we give it to women.
Right.
But it ain't feminine no more when it's usual for a man to do it. Because you can go back in history and also see men having examples like Lao Tzu, who was a shaman who was treated like a woman. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and he was soft. And, like, even all the ancient Eastern religion talks about being soft and being like water. So, the fact that we have these words and they are so polarizing just shows us that we have become out of balance.
So we just
And we fear. Yeah, we just categorize. No, that's feminine. That's girly. That's some boy stuff. That's not what boys do. You know what I'm saying? That just goes to show that we are raised to be out of balance. Now, I do think us being raised to be out of balance is better for society, because when you're out of balance, you do need somebody. And when you need somebody, you have more opportunities and more you'll be more apt to procreate and multiply. So yes, I do feel like because we're out of balance, we yearn for each other, because we yearn for that balance, and then when we get that balance and we get each other, we procreate and we repopulate the earth. That's why we become.
Do you feel like, well, this is my last question. I know we got to get this.
Yeah, bro.
I'm learning.
But like, do you feel like we out of balance because we have forgotten how to play our role? Like, it still might be
the only
order.
way that, like, I feel like we're out of balance because
Like, the woman role has become different now, because now you create, like, I ain't gonna lie, over time, through the black community, I can speak on my community, it just feel like men are becoming weaker in the streets. They don't have that pride, or I'm gonna take care, like, even dealing with baby mamas, like niggas, they've been put on child support, so it's weakening the man, because he feel less important. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't want to take care of my wife. You know, I feel like she's you know what I'm saying? What's the word I'm looking for? Like, when a woman puts you on something, she's doing stuff out of spite. You know what I'm saying? Being devious.
Right.
So now, like, the man is, and through these tactics, just feeling like it's weakening the man, instead of just being like, as a man, that's still I might not like but I'm still gonna make sure she's straight, because she's raising my kids.
I think what would do that is balance, bro. Masculine is pride, bro.
But
that's why we say when the woman that's why when the woman do all that stuff, that's why we say it's out of spite, and we be like, man, fuck this, because that's pride. That's a masculine trait. But when you create balance, you will start caring more, and then you will start doing for your kid just because that's the right thing to do, because that's what women do, because they're so intuitive and they're so on the right. You know what I'm saying? So when you do create balance within yourself as a man, you will start to care about. That's why men say that, like, I don't know, bro, was there something about it when I had my kid? I changed. Like, I started caring more, like, my whole new perspective, because kids will also do that. Not only will women force you into your feminine, kids will force you to explore your feminine, because now you got to deal with all these emotions that you ain't never dealt with before. So I feel like when a man becomes balanced, he'll see that it ain't spite. I need to be doing this because this is my role. This is what I need to be doing.
Supposed to be
you know what I'm saying?
doing.
This is what I'm supposed
That's
to be
why I
doing.
feel like that's where the balance has gotten off, because we're not operating in our role anymore. We're trying to, like, I just feel like niggas ain't, like, bro, men aren't the same as they were once back. They don't have that masculine energy. Like, when you looked at our daddies back in the day, like, we was able to say, man, my daddy beat anybody ass. You look at these punks.
bro,
you look at a lot of these punks in the street now.
What is
You
that
be
worth,
like,
though, bro. At the end of the day, what is that worth? To say my daddy can be anybody
but I'm
else,
just saying,
like-
but it's because they possess that masculine. Like
But
you
what is
recognize the man in them, but like now
What is that worth, though? Is
the
my
man are getting
question.
watered down, and it ain't their fault. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's their fault a
Right.
lot of times. It's just the way the system has set it up, bro. It's weakening our man, bro.
I don't feel like I'm weaker, bro.
Not you.
No, but I feel like I'm.
But
like,
think about, you came from a balanced home too, that where you had.
that's
both
what I'm
parents,
talking
too.
about, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like I'm balanced. You know what I'm saying? So
But
that's
what
why
about the
I'm
ones
strong.
that don't got the daddy in the home and
It
like,
ain't
the
be-
mom?
it's
And
like-
mama has to raise the son, so like, how's he gonna have balance if he never knew?
The problem you having with men not acting manly, bro, comes from them being raised by single mothers.
That's my point. That's the
So
balance.
there ain't no balance. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I feel like
It's
the balance
their
is off.
duty when they become a man to create that balance. Like I was lucky. You right.
That was my question.
You right. Like I grew up with my mama and my daddy, so I
Right.
seen the masculine and I seen the feminine.
So you got more balance.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of men growing up without that. They're growing up
Right.
with women, so they're growing up out of balance.
Right.
It's on them though. Just like it's on Ayesha Curry to fix her insecurities.
Right.
It's on you to become more balanced
Right.
at the end of the day, because I'm good for a woman because I'm balanced.
Right.
And I understand women emotions because I'm balanced and I understand mine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you lean on a woman, to balance you, you become dependent on that woman to balance you. And then when that woman walk out of your life and you don't know how to deal with your emotions, that's why men go crazy and start killing.
That's why I feel like the
start killing
balance is
their
off,
ex-wives
because a
and
lot of
stuff.
times the father ain't around anymore, bro, in a lot of the homes. So I feel like now women are raising a man, and a lot of men have become feminized because they've been
That's
raised
what
by
they
women.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now men aren't been taught how to be men anymore. Like most of these niggas don't even know how to change oil. They don't know how to change a
Lord
tire,
Jesus.
bro.
Oh Lord.
You know what I'm
I think
saying?
it come from
Nah, it's real.
not being accepted, bro. Because if you, we know that this feminine energy, it's hereditary. Like you can be born and then you have a way. Not saying you're gay, but you just have a feminine nature,
Right.
and it's not been accepted in society. But there is a society that's accepted, and that's the gay people. So it kind of, that extreme kind of pushes those feminine men they not
Just
really
go ahead and identify with,
as a gay
because
person.
stuff is so extreme and we're so out of balance that when a
Right.
man does grow up feminine, he has to now identify as gay. Because that's the only group of people that's going to accept him. I ain't going to be accepted by the masculine men, even though I'm a little more feminine. So I have to, I guess, identify with the group of people that's going to accept me. So
That's
we got
true.
more games.
Like
I
me,
agree
for
with
example, I like to dress. I like to dress a lot, and I probably got that from either my daddy's mama or my mama.
Right.
But
They call BJ Preppy growing. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the
yeah,
word
if
they
I
use.
ain't had that balance, I probably would have ended up.
But you were sure of yourself.
Yeah, because I had that
You had that
balance. I had my
balance, yeah.
father and my mama to show me both sides of the spectrum.
Right.
So let's get to
The reason we here.
Rickia, the diamond class
Diamond
model.
class.
Lovely, the twinkle and glisten.
shine on, sister,
Yeah,
shine
the diamond
on.
class model. So tell us a little bit how you got into modeling. We're going to give you the story. How you get into modeling?
Okay, so first everybody would tell me that I needed to model. I didn't really feel comfortable doing it. And one day Christian Bailey had posted a picture, and I thought he was actually working for the modeling agency. And I clicked on it, and I commented, and I was like, modeling agency, and he tagged the photographer, which is the modeling manager, and that is Mrs. Kiana Wiggins. That is my manager who you guys spoke with.
Okay.
Shout out.
Shout out.
So shout out to Miss Kiana Wiggins.
She make sure y'all get that bread.
That check.
So, I wrote her and I was like, hey, I'm interested in modeling. And I guess she had already seen when I commented on there, she started going through my pictures. And she was like, I was going through your pictures and I was hoping and praying that you would reach out to me. She was like, because I could use you. And I was like, well, here I go. She was like, can you meet me? Went to Charlotte, did a little consultation. She talked to me, told me about it, and I signed my papers, and I became a a model.
And this was up.
That's
Tell us
what's
about
up.
your favorite shoot. Have you had a favorite shoot so far, like some pictures that you've done? Tell us about that.
So about 2 weekends ago or last weekend. I did a photo shoot at the Manor Hotel in Charlotte. It's a it's a vintage hotel. We did a boudoir shoot, which is in lingerie, and we did evening gown. One of the photographers, Mr. Brian, he haven't released the pictures yet because he's sending them to a magazine, so he haven't put them out yet. But I'm waiting for him to come out so fast. A little nervous because I ain't never did, no photo shoot in lingerie. So.
I was gonna ask you about that. How you feel about that? Do you do lingerie?
I was really, really nervous.
Sex sells, and they ain't gonna do nothing but keep asking you to take more and more clothes off. Where you gonna draw the line?
I don't know that.
Where you gonna draw the line at? Where you gonna draw the line? They ask you to take more and more clothes.
Because while I was actually doing the shoot and in the room, he's telling me what to do, and of course he's a photographer,
right.
But he's telling me, like slide, the straps off and stuff. So my stuff in the pop out. I'm like, okay, that's enough. And I start pulling my stuff back up.
Yeah.
But I was very, calm with him, comfortable with him. So
is that more your job or like your agent or manager's job to like lay down the ground rules as far as that ain't something I'm comfortable with?
Right.
Both.
Okay.
My manager, she talked to me and let me know what needs to be done, what's not going to be done, what's accepted, what's not accepted. And if I'm doing a photo shoot, if I'm not comfortable with anything, then I can let them know.
Okay.
So,
Dope.
Have you had any offers of some stuff that you weren't comfortable with? You were just like, nah, that's too risque for me to do.
No, not yet.
Okay.
When I first popped out doing it, I had people contacting me, wanting me to do shoots, and then I would say contact my manager, and it was like no, like they wasn't contacting my manager. She was like, those are the type of people that you want to stay away from.
Oh yeah, because they ain't trying to pay no money.
Right.
So they gonna try to get you in there by yourself.
Right. She was like, she had models, sign up, do stuff, and didn't go through her, and then they ended up doing other stuff that they weren't supposed to be doing.
Right.
So she was like, she was like, that's the reason that you need a manager. So.
Right.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years.
With this model.
Whew.
Yeah, what's your goal?
People are telling me to go ahead and push, and keep doing it. They think that I should keep doing it. I definitely want to keep doing it. Hopefully I can get some more gigs, get my face out there. A few weeks ago I had a photo shoot. Not a photo shoot. I just had to model for MAC makeup. In North Mall.
That's what's
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, they paid me $300 for 2 days to come out and just basically hold a tray that they had some new lipstick that was coming out. So I did that for 2 days and got paid. I just got my check the other day, $300. I was
That's
like,
alright.
Hey.
Academy of Chili tonight.
I definitely.
But is there a lot of pressure behind modeling? What do you feel? Or is it just you feel free, or is it a lot of pressure?
I feel free. The girls are so nice. Everybody's so nice. I was nervous the first time that I went because I didn't know anybody, and I thought, how certain girls are. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
But when I came in, they were like, "You must be Ree." She gave me the model. She told me to keep that name. So I'm like, "Yeah." They act like they know me. You welcomed me in, so I felt very comfortable. While we're shooting and stuff, they boosted me up like, yes, so I'm like, okay. Well.
So if you could give any advice to women out here that's wanting to model, even men that's wanting to model, what would you tell them?
Go for it. Honestly, I mean.
What route should they take?
If you would like to model for Diamond Class Agency,
Go ahead and do that
Plug.
I did make a post, I believe yesterday or day before yesterday, where you can actually go to the website. My name is Rickia Phelps on Facebook, so you can go to the website and submit an application and a photo. I will tell you that my manager is picky though. I guess there's certain things that she look for, certain features. So I really can't get nobody on, but if you definitely feel like you got the look or if somebody been telling you, just go for it.
Is there a space for a fat man?
Sure
You know what I'm saying? Fat guy Frank got the fat niggas popping.
ourselves, bro. That's true indeed.
You Rob, I'm sorry. It's Ree.
Ree,
Ree.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Favorite model out right now. Who inspires you the most?
My favorite model?
Yeah.
I actually don't have a favorite model. I wasn't really into modeling because I really wasn't into it. A lot of people just told me to do it. You should model. You should model. You should model. Commenting on all my pictures and stuff. I believe Peaches might have been one. Tell me that I should model one time. So I just went for it. You know, everybody always said it, but I couldn't see it myself. Right. Honestly, but everybody said it, so I just went for it.
You believe in yourself though, right? You keep saying everybody telling you gotta believe in yourself.
I know,
you gotta do
but
what you want to do.
well, I didn't know. You know, I wasn't for sure. You know, I mean, I knew I took good pictures of myself. Right. But when somebody had took pictures, I did a photo shoot for my cousin Lisha Gillen one time. Yeah. And
shout out Lisha.
Yeah, Fetish Styles.
Fetish.
Yes. I did a photo shoot for her one time, and the guy that took the pictures, I liked the pictures, but I just didn't like the way I looked. You know, I didn't have him to like tell me, you know, well, like do this or do that, you know. And when I started the modeling, you know, they tell me, you know, like chin up, turn this way, you know, giving me certain tips. Right. So I didn't really like, you know, what I saw. I mean, I liked the pictures; they were good pictures. I just didn't like the way I looked. So
you needed some training and a little bit of help.
Some guidance, yeah.
So that helped out a lot. So here I am modeling.
That's weird. Anybody else got any questions?
Along with modeling, you also do the Envy looks. Tell us more about Envy looks.
Yes. So I had started Envy looks doing eyelashes.
Okay.
I had stopped for a while. Well, I did stop. It was kind of like time consuming. I was working 12 hours, and on my days off, I was doing the eyelashes. And it takes about 2 to 3 hours to do on one person. So I only had time to like get my daughters from school, come back home, and sit down and do lashes. Like I was missing, like I wasn't even eating. So I took a break from it, went ahead and like got my name incorporated. Just got an EIN number, and I'm waiting on some other things to come in, so y'all stay tuned for a couple more.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
I got something up my sleeve.
On the way,
I'm talking about hustle.
Yeah, you sent in a few topics that you wanted to talk about. We got a few more minutes. Is there anything that you want to touch on that you got? So we got a male perspective. You got a bunch of male perspectives here. You got 3 married men and 1 single man. Anything you would like to have a male perspective on? You want some game? You want any type of game before we get out there?
Pick our brains.
Old man.
Okay, what is it that a female can do to make you guys feel appreciated?
Nasty stuff. A man is simple, man, and I think women get frustrated that we are so simple. I'm simple anyway.
All the time.
That's all I need. Like, you know, just suck my dick. You know what I'm saying?
All the time.
Fuck, feed me and leave me the fuck alone. That's it. From time to time, like, let's make, you know.
I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with that? What you need, bro?
To feel appreciated. Support, bro. It's a different thing. I mean, it depends on what the situation is, like, but it still comes back like just support. Like, sex ain't everything to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like that's a for me it's a chemistry thing. Like I like it when I'm just ready. I just want to do it to you just because I love when the energy like. Baby, I just want to spread you apart and I feel like being nasty. You know what I'm saying? That's that passion though, but
that's sex. Bro. I think when I say sex, you think I be talking about like this.
No, I'm just saying like just because she sucked my dick every day, that don't make me feel appreciated.
No, but some head would make me feel appreciated. Like some head that I ain't asked for.
I mean.
Yeah,
it happens moments like
spontaneous.
Like I do like that. I mean, it happens spontaneous. Like I say, yeah, spontaneous. But just be like, I was come and suck your dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that don't make me feel up. I'm like, I don't even want my dick sucked tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. I don't care what I'm doing.
I be in the daggone.
You want your dick sucked, huh? Say what? Oh, you sleep. You want your dick sucked or you sleep?
So if you say you in the middle of you making your beat and you in the deep part of it, you'll stop everything and get your dick sucked.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Yeah, because it's always that same, but bro.
I'm getting my dick sucked.
Bro.
Yeah, because you can't say that.
Because you got to think about women don't be wanting to do it. So if she already set, you got to go.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
She already said that there.
But I'm just saying, you said like to make me feel appreciated. Sex ain't gonna make it. Don't mean everything to make me feel appreciated. You know
I don't know what else would make. I mean,
I don't know the support of her. The support.
What do you mean by support? I feel like there's really broad.
Say if you was building your brand, and she comes, she does everything in her power to make your job easy. You know what I'm saying? Or Tevin is trying to produce and he's trying to build this brand. Maybe is there anything that I can do for you? Like, what
I think that would make me feel like she believed in me. It wouldn't make me feel appreciated as a man. It would make me feel like, dang, she believes in me.
To believe in you means that she appreciates it. I mean, but I feel like it goes hand in hand, though.
I think appreciation is like, thank you for what you do for me. Like, her support is like, I believe in what you're gonna do. Like, appreciation is more so, thank you for what you've done. Okay. And then the way to show thank you for what you've done is to suck my dick when I wouldn't expect that.
Oh, shit.
You like, yeah, like those times when I am grinding for us, I might be in the studio making a beat. And she know that's what he do to grind. I'm gonna go and suck his dick in the studio right now.
So just to make you feel appreciated, all you need is your dick.
That's bro. Spontaneous sex, bro. You right? That's a hell of a card, bro. You play that card with, I'm a simple man, bro. Suck my dick, just ride it a couple times. Just out the blue, walk around in some panties, like damn, like shit. I'm good. I'm going out here and I'm grinding.
Okay, have y'all ever had a female that might have been like an info?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I have. Well, I don't know about nympho. What do you mean by nympho? How many times a day she want?
Bro,
a nympho. It don't matter. Bro, like she want to fuck all the time.
Bro. You say stop. Wait a minute. I gotta work in the morning. I gotta eat at least.
I don't want that.
I don't know. That's a bro. I've been with a nympho and it's draining, man.
Yeah, fat.
Like, and I like sex. I love sex, but that shit.
I probably wouldn't want a nympho either. I mean, I done been through a period in my life where I was having sex every day. You know what I'm saying? And it did get kind of draining. You know, so like probably not. And I don't. Especially when you got a lot of shit to do.
Right.
You got a lot of shit on your plate. That's why I need like them spontaneous quickies. Make me feel appreciated.
The spontaneous do make you feel appreciated.
Yeah. It does. Let me give you
I agree with that. The spontaneous, I do like that.
Out the blue, yeah.
But I'm just saying, it's just for like routine. Let me go ahead and suck this nigga dick. Like, nah, that don't make me feel appreciated. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
man, he gonna make it a competition. Yeah. So like, oh, she gonna suck my dick up under while I was changing the tire. I'm gonna catch your ass washing the dish. I'm just going up behind her. That whole booty out. The whole mind. She ain't gonna be.
The spontaneous is, I think being spontaneous is the key though.
That's
spontaneous.
Spontaneity, yeah, I agree with that. Spontaneity is how to make your man feel appreciated. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
That's the male perspective. So Rickia, all they gave you, suck your nigga dick spontaneously.
Yeah. How you like? I think women get.
Come on, bro. Y'all gotta get some better advice.
No, but that's real, bro. That's real as fuck, bro. Like I think women get frustrated that we are so. Like that's all y'all want.
What's your daughter something age? You gonna tell your daughter that?
Bro, come on.
You see what I'm saying? Hell no, I ain't gonna tell her.
Why would you talk about that to your daughter?
I'm just saying. Like,
now her mama probably.
I'm just saying.
Her mama probably will
talk to a woman. That's what you tell her.
Yeah, I tell a woman, but not my daughter. Why would you tell your daughter?
So, but why you tell her? That's all it takes to make the man feel appreciated.
Bro, what else is there, bro?
I don't know, but it's a lot more than that, though.
Okay,
well, what is it, bro? Like that's all it takes for me.
I got another question.
Okay.
All right, jump on it.
What are some things that you guys like as gifts?
All depends what you're interested in.
Yeah, I think that's particular to the man. I had this question from a friend of mine the other day, and I told her I'm an artist, I'm a producer, so the best thing, most affordable thing you can buy me is like sound packs, samples, drums, and stuff like that. But that's me because that's what I'm into.
So I said, learn your man, learn his passion, and pour into that when you want to do gifts. You can't mess with when it's his passion. When he got into something he loves, no matter what it is, it can be something cheap. He can use it regardless.
It depends on the man. That's why I say, like, so some men might be in the fashion where others not, so they appreciate clothes. And another man might be in the video game. Give me some with the game.
You gotta learn your man.
Learn your man.
No formula for us. So it's formula. Except for that physical, you suck our dick, just put a smell on that. Spontaneous.
Oh, you didn't spend no money. You say your money, baby.
Cheap.
Go get you some.
Cheap.
Cheaper to keep it.
Yeah, bro, especially that man who on this shit, man, he got everything he needs. Just freak me.
Yes, sir.
Nasty stuff, man. Let me spit on this shit. Yeah, this is my power stirring.
Ambitions over there, boy.
Sorry, it might look like y'all having an argument.
Yes, sir. Some Mother's Day. But, what's been the best part about the Mother's Day whole thing, and what's the best part of being a mother to you?
Yeah, the best part of just knowing somebody's gonna love you forever, no matter what. She gives me little kisses here and there, just out the blue. It just melts my heart.
And how do you if you had to grade yourself as being a mother, or if I asked anybody, what do you think?
How they grade?
What would you grade Ree as a mother? Is there anybody out the blue? What would they say about Ree? What's some good things about Ree?
I don't play about my daughter.
Right,
bro.
Okay. So you defended, you going to bat for?
Bro, I reached out to somebody, asked them about Rhea as a mother, and this is what they said. They said they carried her for 9 months, and she would go without to make sure that her daughter has.
Wow.
She goes through the motherhood things at the school. She adores her child and gives her all the love that she needs, even though she's a daddy girl. And the last thing was, can't forget to mention, she will go to war behind her daughter at all costs.
Look at that. Hey, y'all better leave her daughter alone.
Facts, bro. Facts.
Right.
Want some smoke.
Her mama should long stop her.
The haircut situation.
Oh, yeah.
What y'all say it was called again?
Her daughter, Journey's
She cut
love.
her hair.
Oh, Journeys. Okay.
Yeah.
So, just last year, she had just got her pictures back, and I was cutting them up to give them out to the family. She put them, I left them on the table in the kitchen. I was in my room laying on the bed on my phone. She was playing around the house, and she came in my room and was like, "Mommy, look." And when I turned over, all my baby hair was gone.
Oh, man.
All up here was gone. She only had hair in the back, and I guess she couldn't see to reach it. When I say I
She had a mullet?
Yes, that's what she had.
Yes, bro.
Michael Myers.
Oh, my
It was
goodness.
sticking up straight, and it was hanging in the back.
Oh, my goodness. I bet you wanted to cry.
I screamed, I laughed, and I cried. It's on live. I'm going to have to tag it.
Oh man, so this is recent.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, bro.
Oh, my God. I didn't see it.
Bro, when she threw that on the list, man, I fell out laughing at the house, bro.
My mama was so upset. She wanted to bite somebody. She tried to break her phone. She was really upset.
Who was she mad at, though?
She was mad at me.
She felt like you left her unattended.
Yeah, and she was like, well, she was really upset because she said she thought kids was going to pick on her.
You're right.
She was like, not my grandbaby. And I'm just like,
what you said? What are you?
Well, that's her fault,
I cried and I laughed, and then like after a while I'm like, it's just hair, it'll grow back. So
Right.
I'm like,
Being a parent.
me being the mom. I went to Lynn. I went to Lynn. I cut it all off.
Oh
Mhm.
my
We was all
God,
headed
man.
together.
Yeah, that's dope.
Boy.
Get that much
Mama
support
knew
in the
love,
brush.
boy. That's
Mama
good.
knew love.
That's love
Boy,
right
that's
there.
facts, boy. Mama
Lynn
knew.
was like, "You sure you want to cut it off?" I'm like, "Lynn, my baby is bald headed. Cut it off."
No, my baby just been bald. You gonna be there
Grow
soon.
back, baby.
That's how I guess.
We both got to learn that.
So
Oh yeah.
it's done growing back out now.
Good show, man. Dope show.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you for those who
Thank you.
called
Yes,
in.
the
You know,
callers.
thank you.
Hey, I love it.
Yeah, I love them calls.
Yeah, bro.
Man. Thank you for the call. Thank you for those. Rickia, drop your Instagram and stuff where people can find your pictures and follow you as far as your modeling.
Oh yes, my Instagram is floss FLOSS_AYEE94. My Facebook name is Rickia Phelps, and that's RIIPHELPS. My Snapchat is Shantae Danielle, SHONTADONYAEL, all together.
Well, shout out your modeling agency.
Yes, shout out to Diamond Class Agency. I love y'all. Thank
Shout
y'all.
out Diamond
Diamond
Class
Class.
Agency.
Diamond
You
Class
can catch
Agency.
this podcast and radio station on the States Vegas app. You can download the States Vegas app.
And what's your manager name? Hold on.
Oh,
yeah,
her
yeah.
name is Kiana Wiggins.
Kiana Wiggins, thank you for allowing your mom
Thank
to
you so
come.
much for letting her
God,
come
dog.
and talk to us.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
Y'all, I'm sorry, I forgot one more thing.
Okay.
My bartending.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm now. Well, next weekend I'll be. It's a new bar lounge opening up in Charlotte called Hollywood Nights.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be there, and our guest is what's his name? Miguel Nunez Jr.
Okay.
Gotta
So
play
pull up.
Jordan
What's the
Man.
name of the lounge again?
Okay.
It is Hollywood Nights.
Hollywood Nights. When you gonna be
Yes.
there? When you gonna be there?
This weekend coming up.
Hollywood Nights this
You
weekend.
gonna make
Pull
them
up.
strong?
Hmm?
You gonna make the drink strong?
Armstrong.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't be-
Make sure you follow the Academy Music Group on all social platforms and iTunes and all that good stuff.
Show enough.
Yes,
Yeah, you
follow.
Man, this was a great show, man.
Great show.
Yes,
man.
it was.
We done went an hour and 30 minutes with them call-ins. I like them call-ins though.
Yeah.
You know, we got
Yeah.
Conversation.
No doubt, man. This is Academy on Air. We just here to inspire, motivate, and most importantly,
Show love. Appreciate y'all checking in.
God, that was dope, boy.
Man, that was a dope show.
That was good. I feel like that was the best one so far.
Thank y'all for tuning
That's what
in.
it, yeah, after
Appreciate
that, every week.
It's a wrap. Yeah, we get
It
better.
built.
Them call-ins, I'm loving it.
Call
Yeah.
in, love that. You know, that.
Next week we got Ninja.
That one, we. Oh, come on.
Ninja Holbrook.
We not